The government have made clear all along that for the lockdown to be lifted any further, 5 tests must be met. Boris Johnson saying he and his scientists are now satisfied that for the first time they have been. They include a sustained and consistent fall in the daily death rate, the infection rate, and that any adjustments to the lockdown that will be made won't risk a second peak of the virus or overwhelm the NHS, the National Health Service. He said as a result they can move to the next stage, tentatively move to the next stage of the recovery strategy here. That means from Monday a phased return of schools, although parents and teaching unions still raising concerns about that. More shops reopening, so outdoor markets, car showrooms, all non-essential shops though not allowed to reopen until a fortnight later on the 15th of June. And perhaps the most important announcement for the general public here came in terms of social contact. Up until now you could only meet one other person outside of your household. Now you can meet up to 6 people outdoors or in a private garden, which marks quite a big change that Boris Johnson said will no doubt be long awaited and joyful, particularly for those people here desperate to reunite with their relatives and friends. But scientists stressing you must still social distance 2 metres, and big caveats to all of what are essentially still very limited changes to the restrictions here. Most notably that all of this will depend on the data, will be monitored, it will all be conditional, and that if anything changes there will of course, they admitted, be local outbreaks of the virus. They may reimpose local lockdowns. The test and trace system will be crucial in containing any hotspots of the virus. That was launched on Thursday, and the scientists at the press briefing giving some pretty plain talking as to exactly how little room for manoeuvre there is here still in the UK. 54,000 new cases of the coronavirus still every week. The R number still very close to 1. A significant burden of infection, they said, a fragile state. So these are tentative, small steps on the path back to normality here in Britain that could change very rapidly. One big step, though, that has served to boost morale here in England in particular is that the Premier League will return on the 17th of June.